Well, welcome back to the Cassandra Jala Show, and I'm excited to be with you this day. And I'm going to share with you guys a new series that I'm developing called the Platform Series. So today we kick it off, and I'm going to be talking about various types of platformness. Okay, I've been getting approached recently about creating a platform. What type of platforms do you recommend for coaches, for speakers, for authors, even for ministers? And I've got to tell you that I'm paying attention. I'm listening to the peeps. And so today I want to talk about platforms, right? But I want to talk about the possibility of platforms, what those possibilities are. So if you would, we are now in episode 101. Kudos, the show has been moving forward, and I'm super excited about what is on the horizon for next year. I cannot wait to tell you guys some good news in the next few weeks. So hold on to your hats. I want you to make sure that you lock into what's coming up next on the Cassandra Jala Show. So thank you for joining. If you're watching this for the first time, first of all, thanks a million. I know you could be doing something else with your time, but the fact that you took time out, however you came across me, and if you would, tell me, how did you come across me? Inquiring purposes want to know. I want to know how you came across the Cassandra Jala Show. It is my pleasure to serve you guys this evening, and thank you for watching. Wherever you're coming from, do tell, what part of the world are you in? Hello, Giovanna Harris and Vashti Allen. Thank you for watching and joining the show. Appreciate you. If you're coming from some other part of the country, do tell. Inquiring minds want to know. And if you have questions, please ask your questions, because today this show series about platforms is all about interaction and engagement. Oh my goodness, that Joseph B. Washington. Hello. And speaking of platforms, he's got an incredible podcast that's soon going to be out. And I will make sure you peeps will know about when he launches that. It's going to be awesome sauce. I can't even tell you all the goodiness, but stay tuned. Okay, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Texas is in the house. I love it. Well, just so you know what house I'm in, I am currently, I was going to surprise you, Vashti, but I'm home. I'm in the Midwest, particularly that of Alton, Illinois / Godfrey, and Demara, that's near the St. Louis, Missouri. Just throw a rock and you can hit the arch. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. So let's get into the possibilities of what a platform can do for you. Now, when I initially launched the show back in, I have to say it, March 31st, 2019, OMG, my goodness, I knew that there was going to be a very strong possibility that people seeing me do the show would want to inquire about how to launch, or what do you do to start a show, or what do you think about podcasting, or what do you think about live stream, or what do you think about video, and yada, 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 yada. And true to form is definitely has happened. And so I'm kind of leading the charge, if you would, as it relates to my purpose, showing up on platforms and helping people to establish themselves on a platform. But let's talk about the possibilities first. Let me go to my little why you need one. Well, everyone that is a speaker, an author, a coach, even a minister, needs a platform. If you're an entrepreneur, it's a must. You cannot get around a business today, life today, and whether you have a ministry, non-for-profit, or whether you have a profit-for-profit business, that means you have to show up. You've got to show up in something like a live stream broadcast, as you're seeing right now, which is the Cassandra Jala Show, or you need to show up in traditional forms, whether that's television or radio. The great part about this is that you can also establish another great one, which is podcast. A podcast is like, I think it's hot. And I think it's super hot when you add video to it, because of the connection that it brings to your audience. When they can see you, when they can feel you, they want to get as close as possible to you. So Yes, you can do the on the go. I listen to podcasts on the go too. I like it, but I'm also clearly a visual type of person. I'm very much hands-on when it comes to people. I like to be up close and personal with peeps. And so when I can't be up close with the clients or with the peeps, then I like the second best, which is video, because video creates the connection. It creates the connection, and your audience wants to feel you. They want to be a part of your life to a certain measure. Now you decide how much of a part they're going to have a part in, but nevertheless, you have something that you have to bring to the table. So why do you need a platform? You need to have the platform so that you can get your mission and your message out. You need a platform to get your mission and your message out to your, what I call your destiny clients, or your destiny audience, people that you are destined to impact, people that you are destined to work with, people that you are destined to break bread with, to have a relationship with. And what happens when you do that, you do start meeting people from different parts of the country, even people from different parts of the world will start to reach out for you. So those are the other possibilities, is that they create new relationships. It gives you an opportunity to build something new with someone who doesn't know you from a different place. And so I like that. And because of that, I have been able to build new relationships with people of different parts of the world, from New Zealand to Australia to certain parts of Africa, to Portugal, to London. And I'm looking forward to doing that in Asia as well, in India. So those are just, and of course, I've built relationship with people in the islands, because God knows, in my secret of secrets, heart of hearts, I'm really a West Indies chick. I'm just saying. I like the West Indies, the Caribbean. It's just so my thing. Anyway, I digress. Okay, that was a personal thing. I'm just saying. And that's why you have a platform, because it gives people an opportunity to kind of know who you are, get an opportunity to know who you are. So if you know me, you've been watching me long enough, you know I like a few things. I like to travel. I like to eat. Yeah, I like to travel. I like to eat. We'll start there. Okay, so if you got any questions, do ask, do tell. Hello, I just want to give out some shots to some of my peeps here on the screen who's watching. I know I miss you too, Vashti. I got a surprise for you, so hold tight. It's great to see you, Giovanna. I can't wait either. And you know what? I can't wait, Giovanna. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see you launch your incredible show. I'm just saying. Time is now. Ooh. All right. And she's gracing us from Texas, I believe the Houston area. And then we have none other than Joseph B. Washington. Thank you, sir, for the compliment. Appreciate you. Can't wait to have you back on the show. And this time, I want to bring on your lovely wife, Wendy. I want you guys in for the Love Month in February. Just saying, so get ready. And then there is the lovely Devin Shoke. I just love that. Devin Shoke. Great to see you, sis. OMG, my goodness. Yes, okay, so let's talk about the possibilities. This is a good point, Vashti. Listen up, peeps. Here's the thing about the possibilities of a platform. Some people don't believe that this here, okay, hold on. I hope I don't slip off this chair. It's be quite embarrassing if it happens, but if it does, I'll just get right back up. Okay, so this is Michael Hyatt. I had an opportunity to meet him a few years ago in their Tennessee with Ray Edwards, who's an incredible, like one of the top copywriters in the industry. And so Mr. Hyatt wrote this book called Platforms Get Noticed in a Noisy World. I would recommend you definitely get this read. It's a great read to understand how to build a platform, and once again, why it's necessary to build one. So let's just talk about a book. This is a book about platforms, but the book itself is a platform. What can the book do for you in addition to making an impact with the reader. So the first thing is it builds up your credibility. It builds up your credibility because now you're seen as an author. Apparently, being an author is a big deal. I was a little on the slow bus with wanting to do a book. I mean, if I can just share with you something on the personal piece, right? So now you get to peek in on the personal piece, that they're God, you know, Abba, the great I am, the creator of all worlds, him revealed to Wa that I would write a book. And this was like back in 1996, okay? And I remember thinking to myself, he gave me the title, and I don't think the title that he gave me was so much that's the title to write about, but the subject to write about. And Demara, I'll give you what he gave me. Okay, so now you get the chance to get in a little something about Cassandra. Okay, hold on for one moment because I am a little parched. Okay, so he was showing me, and I literally saw the book called A Girl Named Cassandra, but called Sandy. Now, here's something you don't know. Most people don't know this that know me now. Some folks do. My fam calls me Sandy. Now, let me just be honest with you. I didn't like that at all. In fact, I was already tripping about the name Cassandra. Okay, I love it now. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But at the age of 6 and 7, I didn't think that was sexy cool at all. I thought that was like, I don't know what I thought that was, but I didn't like it. And then on top of that, they call me Sandy. I didn't like that at all because that was just like blah, right? I'm okay with some of my fam calling me Sandy, all right? But don't you call me Sandy because still working on that. Got to get some extra deliveration on that piece. All right, I digress. My point is, in that particular bookness, it was about him revealing to me identity. My identity. Who am I really? Not a gender issue, an identity thing. So who am I? And I remember thinking when he revealed that to me, I was like, first of all, I don't want to write a book. That's boring. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it takes forever. I do like to write, but I like to write personally for me in a journal and all that jazz. I just thought no, I don't want to do that. So guess who's going to be writing a book after whatever number of decades it's been now? That was 96. It's 2020. So right now I, have accepted that. Okay. But the point is that a book is a type of platform that opens up the doors for you to connect to your reader, you to make an impact, right? You to get your message across and to help change somebody else's life. That's so valuable. And that's what I'm looking at now. Like when I write this book, I'm going to be able to impact somebody else's life who's had the same challenges or similar challenges or maybe something totally different. But in that book, it will speak to them and be an answer to something that has just eradicated them for years, in terms of maybe their identity or coming into their own or what have you. So in other words, there'll be some answers in there for the peeps on the reader end. But the other piece to it on the business side is that it opens up the doors for you to get into media. And then when you get into media, because you got to show the play, your book needs to be seen and heard. So how do you do that? You come on Facebook Lives or live streaming shows or the radio, traditional forms of radio, podcasts. There's just blogs. Showing up in some of those great magazines that you've been wanting to show up in, as Forbes or Inc. or Essence or, Black Enterprise or, I don't know, the Huffington Post, the New York Times, the Los Angeles Times, the Chicago Tribune, whatever the case may be, you will show up, okay? Your book will take you to another level of exposure, and that book is a platform. Okay, let me get off of that piece and go on to the next. Oh, do I really? OMG, my goodness. Well, I tell you, I did feel a little regal early today. So thank you. Okay, so that's what your message can do for you. You need to get your message and your mission out. Your mission is your purpose. Your message is whatever it is that gets your goat. What it may be something you're very passionate about. It may be a charge for something that could be socially moving for you. I know for me, purpose is my thing. From a social justice part of it is that I just have, I'm telling y'all, that doggone sex slavery, because that's what it is. I don't want to call it human trafficking because that makes it less humane. These are people that lives are being just almost snatched from them. And so I want to be a part of the solution to that problem and to help eradicate. Yes, I know that's a bold, bold thing to say, but to help eradicate sex slavery. Now, if we've done it with slaves all across the world, you know, you had the black slaves, the African slaves, you had the Asian slaves, you had the Native American slaves, you had slaves, like all over the place. European slaves, yes, they got some European white slaves. Okay, so whatever slavery has been, human slavery has been eradicated. Now we have to go ahead and now eradicate sex slavery. As you can see, I'm pretty passionate about that. So let me get off of this because I get a little heated with that piece. All right. Let me go. Oh, thank you, by the way. So you are, Devin, you're loving the content. Amen. She says, the message matters. When is your next challenge rolling out? Oh, girlfriend. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, Dev, okay? And you're going to hold me to this. So less than 30 minutes ago, before doing this here show, I said, you know what, Cassandra? You're going to pull the freaking trigger and go ahead and do the doggone thing with the challenge. So in real life, I'm going to roll it out Monday, 3-day challenge. That's what I'm going to do. I may make it 4 days, but at least 3 days. Okay, so there it is. Done and done. And those of you who are watching, you may think, Cassandra, what challenge? Let me tell you. Inquiring minds actually want to know. So here it is. It is a challenge around going live. It's a challenge around going live to help gain confidence with going live, right? To increase your influence, to make an impact, and to increase your income. That is another possibility. Now, I didn't write that down there on my notes, but let me go back and talk about it. Okay. And I don't see the one I had before. Okay. So let me tell you why. Oh yeah, I do. First of all, the time is now. You don't need to waste any more time. You need to do the doggone thing. You need to go ahead and show up on your platform. So whether that looks like Facebook Lives, creating a show around that on this platform, or IG, or YouTube. For me, I'm doing YouTube and Facebook at the same doggone time because I believe in that there. Facebook, it's a game changer. I knew when I saw it back in the day that it was going to change the industry and definitely have an impact on the entertainment industry. And surely it has, as well as social media, other platforms. So with that being said, yes, the time is now for you to go ahead and launch your platform. Why are you waiting? Waiting for what? Like, well, I'm waiting for 2021. Okay, so then while you wait for 2021 to come in, why don't you start going live now so you can get used to going live? And let me tell you about that. Here's the thing, y'all. And I just said y'all. Here's the thing. There are going to be times that you're going to feel like, oh, I got this. And you're going to be excited and you can't wait to do it. And then there are going to be times that you're going to be dreading like a mug and you're going to find excuses not to mash on the button, press it, go live. Because whatever it is, you might have some fear around it. You might have some, you're not prepared, or you don't have all the things in the background, or you don't have all this equipment. Whatever thing you tell yourself to get you to not go live. But here's the thing, you all, if you go ahead and do it uncomfortable, if you go ahead and do it imperfect, if you go ahead and do it even not prepared, because here's the thing, you got to get used to showing up. And I'm talking about something that I have lived and yet living. Yet living. And you may think, well, Cassandra, you've been doing the show for like almost 2 years now. I know, but yeah, hey, look, there's been some episodes that didn't happen. I don't even know what episode I'm really supposed to be on in real life for a couple of reasons. There were some weeks that I didn't show up. There were some episodes that I didn't do. There was, I lost count because, you know, one of my girlfriends called me miscount. I'm not really good with the math. So even though I'm saying this is episode 101, this really could be episode 105, 103. I don't think it's 10, but I would say probably somewhere between, I don't know, 3 or 4. I don't know. My point is, it doesn't even matter even if that's the case. What matters is that you show up and that the time is now for you to do it. So those are some of the possibilities that you're going to experience. When you do that, you're going to get people who are going to want you on their show. People are going to want to come on your show. I just got off a call today with a young lady out of, she's originally out of the Caribbean, the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas. She lives on the East Coast, Maryland. And she came to me through another gentleman who's a speaker that, in all honesty, I never heard of him. Clearly, he's been watching me, right? You don't ever know who's watching you. So clearly, he's been watching me, which means she was watching me. And Mara, we had a conversation. You know, we've been having conversations over the last couple of months. And I said, doggone it, let me bring her on the show. So next week, she comes on the show for Black Friday. All right. And so there's other things, you know, my business has grown and I've generated business because I showed up. Yeah, because I've showed up. I've been on other platforms because I showed up. There are opportunities that have opened up the door that I'm going to be talking about, guys, with you about here soon, that is going to take place in 2021. And you're going to see me more than just, you know, on this here Facebook and this here YouTube. You're going to see me on a network. I'm just saying. I'll talk to you more about that at another time. So the possibilities, in my opinion, are endless. Let's see what Mr. Washington said. All right, he says, this is great content you are delivering to us right now. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm so proud of you, my friend. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. Yeah, come on with it, B. Reboot. Oh, look, y'all. Okay, I got to say this about Joseph. Since the war in 1912, which is really not the war of 1912, but you guys know I exaggerate with my words. Okay, but follow my heart. Okay, so Joseph B. Washington is this incredible wordsmith. I don't even know how to put it into words. I mean, his words have such great impact. At least it does to me. Now, I can't be the only one because the man's a speaker. You know, he's a serial entrepreneur. You know, he's a coach. He's a movement man. You know, he makes moves with movement. Don't get me started in that. But I'm just telling you, when he comes back on the show, if you might have catch the episode, you guys, back in June, he was on the Black Man Talking episodes. And that was super powerful. I had him on a couple of times. Had him on initially by himself before Gary bring him back. Joseph, get ready because I need you to be on the show. I want you to be on the show. And then I cannot wait to have you and Wendy on the show during Love Month this year, 2021. But the thing about Joseph is I've been trying to get this man to go on television for at least a decade now. Wouldn't you say that would be right, Joseph? A decade? So he's gonna go. It's just watch. Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. It's coming. Soon come. All right. And my Jamaican family says soon come. So here's the. He's launching his show, but you know I'm really pushing him, pushing his biscuits to go ahead and do the TV thing because he's made for that. He's totally made for that, and you're made for it also. So get your platform together. I'm so serious. Yes, sir. Okay, the deal is done. He wants me to come on reboot. We talked about that. I'm gonna come on. See, this. Okay, this is proof. You just saw the proof. Did you just see the proof? The possibilities of a platform open up for you, just like this. Joseph has asked me to be on his reboot podcast, and I told him, hey, the requirement is, bro, you got to do video because people need to see you and hear you. Now, just alone him talking, audibly is impactful. But then when you see him on the visual piece with the words and the power, off the game. Okay, let's see here. Excellent, excellent. Vashti, just love watching you live on the Love You friend. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks for being in my Vashti. Thank you for being in my life. Oh, Vashti, you know what just dropped? I'll tell you what just dropped. What just dropped is you coming on the show. Just dropped. So do expect a call. I'm going to have my people call your people, which is basically me calling you. So I'm going to bring you on the show. Are you excited? I'm excited. Oh my God, stuff is just dropping. All right, guys. So let's just recap really quickly. The main thing that you need to remember is that when you do start your platform, the possibilities are endless. They are literally endless. I'm so ecstatic about what's around the corner, what's taking place right now. Sometimes you also got to just embrace your now moment. This is my now moment. Doing this show. I don't take this like it's on social media, not a big thing. Do you know when you do a show live, you go international? Then right then you are international. Right then you become international because you showed up on a social media platform visually and you've connected with people from around your world, from around the world. And so I was sharing this with one of my dear friends, mentor, sister in the faith, just a really great friend. I absolutely love her. And I've been trying to get her to go on live and do a show now for a few years. So here it is. She does this conference that we did this past weekend. Because of COVID, we had to up the ante and do the conference online. I've been trying to get her to go online for a few years now. Now she had to go online. So when we went online, I said, just want you to know that we just went international. And it shocked her because she didn't see it like that. Oh, yeah. Anytime you go live on a social media platform, whether it's Facebook or TikTok or, I don't know, IG or YouTube, you become international that moment. And I would also admonish you to make sure when you're creating your platform, do create your platform also on YouTube. And some people are like, I don't know, YouTube just, it's kind of played out. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it is the second largest search engine. When I need to find out about something, I go to YouTube University. I don't even go to Google that much. I go to YouTube first and put in my search. And I always find pretty much what I need almost 99.9% of the time. Platforms have possibilities. They matter. And you need to have your platform. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do me a super fave. OMG. Make sure you do that. Thank you guys for watching. Let me scurry back. I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not done that already, make sure you do that. Go ahead and go over to Cassandra Jolliffe TV and subscribe. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to share this broadcast. Period. Don't even think about it. Just share this message, especially this one. The platform series, you got to share it. So I know when you've shared it. Okay, we have the technology. I know when you shared this here episode. So go ahead and do me a super fave to start. Do yourself a fave and definitely do somebody else a fave who needs to hear about the possibilities of a platform. All right, guys, I will see you guys Friday for another episode of the Cassandra Jolliffe Show. I'm so stoked. I can't wait to share that piece with you guys on Friday. And as always, have significant success on purpose, your purpose. Thank you for watching the show, and I'll see you guys soon.